Hello, friends. I woke up this morning thinking of a quote from Crazy Horse as he went into battle. It's a good day to die. And I've really been watching with interest, deep interest in the pandemic fear that's spreading around the world. Not to in any way belittle the seriousness of what's happening in terms of the virus. But what really is interesting to me is the level of fear. And I wanted to talk about that today and just um, maybe look at it from a different perspective. So, as you probably know, fear and anxiety create stress. And stress is the worst thing for the autoimmune system because it makes you more receptible to things like the virus that's going around. And it doesn't do much for your being able to be grounded and really do deep inquiry. And it appears to be that there's this virus out there that's causing the fear. And I want to look at the opportunity that we've been asking, many of us have been asking for a major change in the world, one that brings us together into oneness and the one heart, and one that's, really one of love and understanding and compassion. But it seems like we're getting more and more divisive, just the opposite. And perhaps we have to go through that to get to the other side. And I just want to invite you to, rather than looking at the fear and the crisis as an out there phenomena, that it's an opportunity to explore our own inner fear. And most of us have some level of fear that's suppressed in us, that we go around throughout our days. If you're at all ever anxious or worried about what people think of you, or not feeling that you're enough or know enough, then there's a fear there. And that fear comes from suppressed energy, often dissociated parts or aspects of soul loss, where we had some frightening occurrence in the past and we protected ourselves. It was our protective mechanism. Very beautiful system that can actually do that and let us survive in the face of these kinds of threats. However, to continue to do this at 20 and 30 and 40 and 50 and on up, and doing the same kind of fear reaction, we're not integrating those parts of ourselves, those childhood parts of ourselves that got suppressed in the first place. And so having a huge epidemic, pandemic like this happening is a great opportunity to go inward and to explore and to look at the in here phenomena, the fear that has been running much of our behavior and creating much of our stress and anxiety in the world. So I thought today it would be a good time to die to that old story, whatever part of it we're willing to let go of. I'm thinking of the prayer of St. Francis. I was going to say the whole thing, but maybe just the line is, it's in dying to self that we're born to eternal life. It's a wonderful poem, prayer. Maybe I'll say it at the end, but I just want to do a little meditation with you for a couple minutes. So let's just get comfortable and feel your feet on the floor. And just notice right now that you're in a body. And notice, if you can say on a scale of 1 to 10, what's the level of tension or anxiety or fear that you're feeling right now? Just kind of feel into the body, particularly the stomach and the heart area. And then let's just straighten our spine a little bit. Pull the chin in. Take a couple deep breaths together. And breathing in and pausing and releasing on the out breath. And just really notice your breathing. Breathing in, pause, and releasing on the out breath. And as you breathe in, just really feel into your body, starting with your feet. Notice the tingling in your feet, how it touches the earth. Can you feel the connection with the ground underneath you? You should just breathe on and allow yourself to just bring your attention up through your body, relaxing with the in-breath, releasing on the out-breath, and through the upper legs and pelvis and hips. Maybe there's a sound that wants to come out. Just allow yourself to let that sound. Feel your shoulders drop, your chest open with breath. Feel the jaw relax, and the muscles around the eyes. And feel the energy in your body. Notice any place that's very active. And perhaps some places that are kind of numb, you can't feel them at all. And other spots where there's some pain or discomfort. And just releasing on the out-breath. And feeling any emotion you might be feeling. Can you name it? Can you feel it? Where is it in your body? Just notice how the mind quiets with the breath. Noticing any thoughts, but not grasping onto them. Maybe take a moment to just see if there's any fear residing in your body. For me, I notice it in the lungs and the solar plexus area. Notice the energy. Maybe it has a shape or a color. Just continuing to breathe into that. Notice if it changes or shifts, or if there's any stories attached to it. Perhaps it's a story from a younger time. Just imagine seeing that 5-year-old or 3-year-old or 7-year-old. Sending out some love. That's how we integrate these suppressed parts, these dissociated parts of ourselves, is just by sending love to them, accepting them. Don't have to know the story, but embracing the story if you see one. Let's just take a couple more full deep breaths. Releasing on the out breath. And when you're ready, coming back, fully present. And that's the key to dealing with fear, is to bringing yourself back to be fully present. And you know, the best way to bring yourself present is to notice what you're grateful for. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for time in nature. What are you grateful for? Just say that. I'm grateful for this. And if some fears come up, that's an opportunity to love ourselves, which is going to improve your immune system and also impact the people around you. Because fear breeds fear. It's toxic. And love breeds love. It's healing. Thanks so much for listening today. It's good to be with you.